Hello, my name is Hannah, and today we're making a realistic family house in Willow Creek. And when I started building this, I thought I was 100% going to scrap it, and so you can see me pause for a little bit. I'm like, do I want to continue? But I did continue, and I'm glad I did. I just could not figure out the outside for the life of me, so I think I leave it. And so I do the inside. I don't know if I finished the outside or left the outside how it was, but I was going for this blue and I wasn't sure about it, but I knew I wanted to do blue and it kind of fit, but then also I was does the blue really fit with the house? And so I was just kind of confused on what I wanted to do. So I have it one way on the outside and then do the inside, and then I go back to the outside and I'm like, oh, this doesn't look okay. And so I'm usually really hard on myself on outsides. I don't really know about that or why that is, but I don't know, but it looked really good in my opinion at the end. But I just was looking at the outside for too long probably, and I also couldn't make a bunch of decisions about the roof and all of the colors of the outside and stuff like that, and so I didn't really know exactly what I was gonna do, but I thought it was kind of cool, and so I went with the blue windows, and then I went with blue counters inside, and so I thought that looked really cool. And so I think they're the ones from Cottage living. I think the packs are all just blurred in my head at this point. I don't think about the packs enough because I say them in my videos, but it's not enough experience apparently. I don't got them to memory. And also there's been a bunch of packs that have come out that I have just not mentioned. Since I started doing YouTube, I have made one pack reveal, and that was for the paranormal stuff pack. That was February of last year, and I have not won. It sucked. I hated filming that, and it was a mediocre quality video. So if you've not seen it, don't go looking for it. But it was a mediocre video, and also I recorded it right after I got home from school while everyone was still in the house, and no one had known about me doing YouTube at that point. And so I was just kind of up in my room talking about the pack awkwardly. And so, that's okay. I am so much better at recording speed build voiceovers and stuff like that over anything real time, because I made some real time videos once, but I realized I cannot commentate for the life of me. And so that spurs from the whole don't talk in real life kind of thing, because this is just kind of how my brain works and how it all that stuff. And at this point I'm pretty decent at filming voiceovers for this, but real-time recording stuff, cannot do that. So I don't know. But back to the house. I have been running out of room for dining tables recently. I've done that in a couple builds at this point, and so it's got a little one kind of off to the side where the door is to the back, but there's a huge living room, and the kitchen's kind of cool, and it's blue, so it's very fancy. But I just did not have room for a dining table, which I think is a little odd because this house is not small, and I think it's got 3 bedrooms, so it could have, but I wanted to keep the 3 bedrooms, and so it was a whole thing. But I was just they don't need a dining table, they don't need one, it's all good. And so it's fine, but also it's just kind of strange because I was getting better at the fitting the dining table in, but then it just fully just didn't and went the opposite direction. So I don't know. And then also I matched these parenthood counters with the ones from Cottage Living, because I don't like the ones from Cottage Living because they've got the curtains. I've talked about this before. I was even questioning using the island or not, because I didn't like the curtains and stuff. It just looks stupid in my opinion with normal houses, but I like the colors on the counters, and they just look so rich colors, and so I like using them. But the curtains just really drive me crazy, and so wasn't sure, so I used these parenthood ones instead, and they matched in the colors, so I thought that was fine. But they've got these glass, which is kind of odd with the rest of the kitchen, but I also thought they looked kind of cute, so I left it. But I guess that is about it for the build, so I am now going to move on to some of the things that I've done this week. The first thing is that I am almost finished with my project on archetypes, and I'm doing the no fun business person archetype, which is I don't know, they're kind of stereotypes, I guess. It's basically the same thing. That's kind of what an archetype is. I think every English teacher is going to yell at me for that one, but they're the same thing. It's putting people into different groups. It's close enough. So that's what we're doing, but we're picking modern archetypes and then connecting them to the ones that Young made and stuff like that. And I am very happy with this project, but I'm like figuring out where the line is between spoiling the entirety of the second book of a series and not giving enough information on the character to do that, because I am like writing about one character from the series Strange the Dreamer and like the Muse of Nightmares, which is a book that I read like November, October maybe, and it's a very good book. I do recommend it. It's very detailed and like descriptive, and that's how I like to write, so that's how I like to read too, but like a lot of books aren't written like that. But I really liked it. It was very confusing. For the first book was horribly confusing to me. I think I was just really tired when I was reading it, because sometimes when I read, I just don't fully absorb it until after I finished it. But then reading the second book, everything was like, oh, yes, that makes total sense. And so it all just like kind of clicked. And at this point, I can probably talk about that book for a good 12 hours straight, because I know so much. But at the time, I like wasn't even reading it that well. So, you know, that's fun. But I really liked the book. So I mentioned this character in my project. And so it's not like, I'm not going to spoil the book, but like this character in it fits my archetype like to a T, and how like I described it and like how everything goes. But I didn't know how to explain like the reasoning, because like we're taking like archetypes, the modern archetypes, and like what they stereotypically are, and explaining how like these characters are like not like exactly that, like they have like this like a deeper side, and like explaining that. And so it's really fun. But I was trying to figure out how to explain that without going into detail about the entirety of the second book, because the entire plot of the second book is what I need to explain, but I don't want to explain that entire thing, because it's a whole thing, and it's a lot. It's a very difficult thing to grasp if you've never read the book. So I'm trying to figure out how to not do that, but it's also kind of hard. And then also trying to find quotes from the book, because I don't have the book, and then Google does not want to give me quotes from this book. And I'm trying to find a specific thing that I remember happening, but I don't have the book to figure out the quote or any of that stuff. And it's been like 6 months since I've done that, so we'll see. I can't even find quotes for Pride and Prejudice, and I have the books, so, you know, that's okay. But other than that, that was about all school-wise that I've done this week. We didn't do anything school-wise this week, like, at all. But it is spring break now, I guess, because it is Friday when I'm recording this, because we had the day off, because we had, like, I was about to say football. It's a basketball championship. I think it's boys basketball. And so my school is hosting the tournament, and so we don't have school, which I'm very happy about, because I don't have to do any school today. And so I can get everything done, because we are leaving to go have, you know, fun over spring break on Sunday, so I wasn't going to have as much time. And also I'm fairly positive I'm getting clean the floor duty tomorrow, so not like I'm going to have that much free time tomorrow either. So I'm trying to get everything done today, and so that I can like do, you know, have a fun spring break, and then also, I guess, clean the floors. I'm just praying I don't get clean floor duty, because I prefer bathrooms over cleaning the floor, because my back cannot do that. The 7 years of competitive cheerleading has already ruined my body, and I swear the floors hurt so much more than that. So, but scrubbing the floors, because the last time I had to do them, I wasn't given like a mop or something, I was given a towel and floor cleaner, which is stupid, because they were the same. They look the exact same when you do them with the mop and with my hands, so it was stupid. But moving on from that, but I'm kind of excited for spring break, but also I'm halfway done with my classes for like the second semester, and that also doesn't feel right. Like, it's like, no, it hasn't been that long, because I swear first semester felt so much longer. I don't know if that's just because, like, my classes were, like, kind of, like, in my opinion. Well, some of them, like my English class, I swear I did that class for a good 6 years. But, like, this, it feels like it's going by so quickly, and I'm just, like, kind of sad, because, like, I'm halfway done with my zoology stuff, and, like, this, like, new English class is going by so much quicker, and it's very, very odd. But, you know, it's really fun, and that's good, because I was not having that much fun last semester in, like, well, I guess in some of my classes, and this semester just seems so much easier. I swear I don't have, like, any homework. Like, I spend maybe 20-30 minutes doing homework, which I am very happy about. No one controlling any of this stuff. Change that, because I am, like, living my life down here, not really sure, but you know, we don't do like anything, but I am having so much more fun in the afternoons when I don't have to spend like 8 years on homework, because I swear that's what I was doing like last semester. It's just like English and English in my afternoons, and so much better. But that is about it, I guess, for this week's videos. But I'm going to end here as it is almost screenshots time. But subscribe if you did like today's video, or if you want to see more like this. But I do post 4 videos a week, so you can watch another video next time. Bye!